So welcome everyone to PowerX Math Practical class. Let's discuss about basic algebra expression today. Let's start with giving an example. Let's say I have one example here. It's example 1. I have this equation a plus b into bracket square. This is the equation we need to solve, and then we need to approach our mathematical knowledge to be able to arrive to a conclusion with this equation. But before we go to the question we have to understand some basic knowledge of mathematics, meaning that if you have x squared, it implies that x times x. If you have 2 raised to power 2, it means 2 times 2, which is going to be what? 4. Now, this knowledge, this application, we can bring it to this equation. Let me put this solution. Let me put it down. Let's have it here. Solution to the equation. Now we have x, we have a plus b raised to power 2. Okay. With this, what we have said earlier, that x is to power x is to power 2, meaning that x times what? Times x. Then this bracket 2 implies that a plus b to bracket a plus b. Okay. Now, to simplify this further, it means that this a will be multiplying a, correct? And this a used to multiply b. And at the same time, we use b to multiply a, and then likewise we also use this b to multiply the second b. Okay, now let's go. We have a times a will be a squared, okay, plus a times b will be ab. It should be ab. Okay, now b times a should be ba, correct? Let me write it here, ba. But because of we need to be, this is algebra, we need to have some like times in order to have the equation, in order to be able to simplify the equation. So we're not going to put it like ba, we're going to say ab. We're going to say what? AB. This is very simple in mathematics application. It's like we are saying 2 times 3, it gives what was 6. And at the same time, we say 3 times 2, it also give you what? 6. Okay. Now let's go back to the equation. Now we have a times a, which is a squared. We have a times b, which is ab. Correct. We have b times a, which is ab. Then b times b will give us what? B squared. Okay. Furthermore, we have a plus 2ab plus b squared. So we can stop here. I think this will be the final approach to this equation. Now, if you believe you understand very well this simple example we brought now and the process in which you use to solve this algebra, I want you to take an homework of a, let's say homework to be a squared plus b squared. Okay, let me put it homework here. So I would like you to solve this algebra with the help of anyone, for us to be able to have more picture and more understanding of the algebra class. Yeah, thank you. So that is about that homework. Now let's have another example 2 for better clarification and understanding. Now let's say we have 2x plus 2 equal to 8. Okay, let's say this is my equation 1. Okay, let's say I have another one. Let's say I have another one to be 2x. Let me put bracket this time around. 2x plus 2 equal to 8. Okay, let this one be my equation 2. Okay. Now, as we are seeing these both equations, equation 1 and equation 2, we are going to use a different approach because we have in bracket in 1, which is equation 2, and we don't have bracket in the equation 1. Let's see here. As we can see, it means 2 times x, correct? It means 2, we are using 2 to multiply x, then we have what? 2x here. But in this scenario, it means 2 is multiplying the whole bracket here, the whole groups here. It means if you want to simplify only this group, it means to be 2x plus 2, it meaning that 2 times x plus 2 times 2 is going to give us what? A 4. So we have to have this at the back of our mind. Now let's go ahead in solving this equation. Let me write a solution here. Okay, solution. Equation 1, I think we will not have much steps for solving this one. Let me write it here again. 2x plus 2 equal to 8. Okay, we have to collect line times, which will be 2x equal to 8 minus 2. Now, another question we usually have from a student of math is, why do you have minus 2 when initially 2 is what? Is positive. Why is it becoming negative? Now, there's a principle in mathematics that says whenever a sign move across equal figure, whenever a sign move across, let's say the sign here is what? Minus, and it's moved across equal, then it will be plus. The same will be applying if a figure, if a sign is positive here and is moving across equal sign, then it will what? To what? Negative. Okay, and this is what has really happened here in this equation 1. Okay, now I hope that is a little bit clear. We have 2x. Let me go back to the question. 2x equal to 8 minus 2. Now we have and let me put it down again. We have 2x equal to 8 minus 2. Okay, now as from here, now we will see that the unknown, our unknown will be what? Our unknown is what? X. Okay, let's simplify more further. So we have 2x will be equal to 6. So at this stage, at this stage, we only have unknown to be what? X. So we will divide both sides by 2 in order to have the unknown, which is x. Let me put it here. 2x divided by 2 equal to 6 divided by 2. So from here we will see the unknown to be x, and from here we see the answer to be what? 3. So finally our x is what? Our x is 3, and this is correct. 2 for equation 2 here. Let me write it here. Equation 2, we have 2x plus 2 equal to 8. Here we have 2 approach which people usually use to approach this kind of question. Let me say approach 1. Approach 1. Okay, and let me say approach 2. Okay, approach 2. The first approach will be definitely not correct approach. Okay, I will be using the first approach, which is not the correct approach. Then we'll be using the approach 2, which is a normal, which is correct approach. Now we have this equation 2 bracket x plus 2 equal to 8. Some of the students, they usually divide both sides by 2. They divide both sides by 2. They divide both sides by 2. Some they use this kind of approach. It means this will cut this, and this will cut this to have what? 4. Now then put it out again. X plus 2 equal to 4. Okay. Since nothing is in a bracket, since nothing is outside the bracket, there's no need to put bracket again. x is equal to x plus 2 will give us what? 4. Okay, x is equal to 4 minus 2, then x is what? 2. Now we use this approach, but it's not the correct approach. We might even get the answer, but it's not what? It's not the correct approach, because sometimes you might miss it along the line. Okay, the answer might be correct, but the approach is what? Is wrong here in algebra. Now let's talk about the correct approach. Okay, we have, let me write the equation again here. We have 2x plus 2 equal to 8. Okay, in mathematics, we usually have one formula they call BODMAS. I'm sure you must have heard of this word, BODMAS, which B is equal to bracket. We have B to be bracket, O's to be off, or sometimes they call it exponent. We have D to be division. We have M to be multiplication. We have A for addition, and S for what? For subtraction. So these are the approach we normally use and tackle this kind of equation. Now let's go back to the equation now. So that is good. Okay, let me write it again. We have 2 2 into bracket x plus 2, and that bracket is equal to 8. So as I've explained, that will be using the word BODMAS, operational steps. So first of all, we need to tackle with starting with the bracket. So we have it to be 2x plus 2 times 2, 4, equal to 8. Okay, we simplify it further. 2x will be 8 minus 4, and then 2x will be 4, and then x will be 4 divided by 2, and then x finally will be what? 2. So our last answer will be what? 2. So this comes to the end of the section. Thank you.